What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be watching Season 2, Episode 2 of Solo Leveling. Left off with Jinwoo essentially taking care, well, it's not really even Jinwoo, it's really just Knight Commander Igris, but he ended up taking care, as well as the other shadows, of the bears that we ran into, and then taking out kind of like the main, like, den mother, or like just leader bear. I don't even know what you would label it as. Just the head honcho. So we got a decent amount of XP from that, as it is a red gate. It was awesome seeing Igris and the other knights just absolutely mop the floor. I think every interaction we get with them throughout this season and in the future is just going to be an absolute delight to watch. So far, we've been set up with a pretty good situation where the other S rank hunter brother cannot get in to actually engage with Jinwoo and, well, his sister's friend at this point. Hell, we might even get some more powers along the way. You never know what runestones the ice elves might have. But I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit. If you do find yourself enjoying the episode, if you want to give the video a like, it does help out. And if you want to stick around for any videos I upload, namely we're doing solo leveling today, but next week we'll be doing Apothecary Diaries as well as Invincible, then subscribing to the channel is the best way to stay up to date. With all that said, as always, make sure you grab a drink and some snacks. Let us start. Okay, yeah, that's what I said last time at the very end for the discussion. Makes sense. Oh, you could get it. So I guess the head being cut off didn't really matter too much. Yes. And I did double check, although the leader bear had like the cut marks around the neck, that was already there before Igris took care of him, so it's not an effect of, you know, him being cut up and then some after the fact.
なら、孫ジヌって野郎も死んだだろうね。来て損した。いや、待てよ。孫ジヌって野郎は白虎ギルドじゃないんだよな。なんでお前んとこの攻撃隊と一緒に潜ったんだ。
私の知り合いなんです。C級レードを見てみたいというので連れてきました。
なんだ、そういうことか。
Real estate.
なんて言うと思ったか。今度は何を見つけてきたんだ。昔から面白いもん嗅ぎつけてくるのが得意だったもんな。
ファンドンス、その手を離せ。
俺に指図すんのか。こんな小さい国で生きってるだけの分際で。
なんだと。
It's gonna be an absolute calamity here if they were to engage.
S 級同士の戦いが始まってしまう。
やんのか。
And many nuke has been set off. They let him go? Oh yeah, they're probably just using him to get the other people together and to just kill them all at once. Kind of baiting, if you will. It's not like he knew where they went, like general direction, yes, but more specifics, not really.
お二人が直前に力を抜いてくださったおかげで腕が折れずに済みました。
Damn.
ファンハンターが何を疑いなのか知りませんが、2月ほど前、彼のことは私自身が再測定しました。孫ハンターは E 級に間違いありません。
And the gate, like the middle of it, the way it's moving is pretty hypnotic. And it's totally off topic, but whatever.
そりゃもちろん、ただの口実だ。人を殺すための。いや、本当だって。桁一個違くてさ。
He did find him, that's crazy.
どうして生き残ってんだよ。
I guess they're not really being like super secretive about where they are either. Being pretty loud, fire and all that.
そういうことか。
キムハンター？
うちの攻撃隊は全員やられた。食料と装備がなかったせいでな。
Dude, whose fault is that? You're the leader who said they should split up and didn't want them a part of your group in the first place.
仲間内に追いやったんだ。
ああ、そうか。
That's
お前は
terrible.
最初から知っていたんだな。だからそっちについた。
隠し立てすれば全員共犯だ。3つ数えるまでに白状しろ。1、2。
犯人はあいつだ。
そ
And man, I swear this is very true for real life too. People just cannot accept responsibility for mistakes they make or the decisions that they have.
余計なのまで連れてきやがって。隠密解けってオーラが強すぎて全然隠しきれてないから。
Ew.
あれはアイスエルフ。
しかもあんなに。
あれがボスか。
本当にいる
Yo, they're laughing is kind of eerie.
渦の中にも使えそうなのが。
なんだって。まさか俺らのことをクズって。
Oh, automatic translation. Nice.
なんでわかるんだ。
あなたモンスターの言葉が話せるんですか？
これもシステムの影響。
言葉がわかるのなら話は早い。この者が知らせてくれたのだ。人間の中にも強い者がいると。お前と戦いたいと言っているから。
Well, I guess we can go home now.
で、
ええ、面白い。
Ooh, I see myself an upgraded dagger.
簡単には倒せそうにないな。
ますます面白い。どうやら自分が何者か分かっていないようだ。我々には声が聞こえる。人間を殺せと。だが、お前に対してはそれが聞こえない。
声が聞こえる。
That's a pretty cool, like,
シス
nugget
テ
of
ムの命令に
information.
似たものなのか。
Drop in this
俺に
situation.
対してだけ声が聞こえないのも、俺がプレイヤーになった影響か。
我々は戦う必要などない。効率的に行こうではないか。後ろにいる人間どもを渡せ。そうすればお前に手出ししない。どうだ、我々からの提案は。
お前たち一体何者だ。どうして人間と争うんだ。
我々は後ろにいる人間どもを渡せ。そうすればお前には手出ししない。
なんだ今。
どうだ、我々からの提案は。もちろん
Like trying to divulge information that shouldn't be, I guess, given to Jinwoo at this point.
我々を敵に回すつもりなのか。数では圧倒的に不利だぞ。
どっちが。
Yeah, how about now, big boy?
何これ？
怪物だ、怪物が現れた。
黒い兵士たちと黒いアイスベア。まさかこれもソンハンター、あなたが？
悪あがきしやがって。
悪あがき。果たしてそうだろうか。
Hopefully some of these knights will actually live and level up a little bit.
早く！私たちが力になれる戦いじゃありません。
Damn!
バカにしてきただけあるな。
Sliced and literally
再
diced.
生には魔力を消費する。俺の魔力量でも長くは持たない。それがあのボス。どう見ても俺より強い。
Gonna have to tag team him with Egress probably. Well, and the other hunters
イグリ
probably.
ットと一緒に立ち向かっても厳しそうだ。ただの兵士じゃ拉致が開かない。もっと強い戦力が必要だ。
我が名はバルカ。お前の名は何だ。
孫人。
The voice acting around the ice elves is so cool. Creative, creative, creative. That's what I've been saying, bro. You could probably summon like a shadow behind him too to cushion those blows or stop the momentum.
前の兵士はこの程度か。
てられたか。くだらん、そんなめくらましい。
What is this?
キム・チョル、やっぱりそう来るんだな。
Oh, is he killing him to res him? I forgot. Yeah, it's not limited to obviously just monsters.
起きろ。
That's wild. Now he's got a big tank shadow. Tank-based shadow. Damn, pretty strong too.
アイアン、お前は今日からアイアンだ。
It's like his ego's fighting back. I think this can still be attached to the shadow. And there's also the taunt.
動きが鈍すぎるのではないか。
こんなの初めて見る。
これ夢じゃないですよ。
Imagine afterwards, like they're like, "Wow, you did it, Jinmu. Thanks." And Jinmu's like, "Gotta make you guys in the shadows
それで
now."
は物足りん。そこの騎士と貴様もまとめてかかってこい。
そうかい。
And this is gonna be a fun trio to watch.
お前だ。
この状況で急所を避けるとは。
私を甘く見すぎなのではないか。
確かにお前は強い。だが、お前の兵士たちはどうかな。
Adam! Time to summon some ice elves.
だが、あの像
Get some more shadows to replenish your
お前
ranks.
を消せば
And
武器
recall
を
it.
捨てるとは愚かな。
Oh yeah, ruler's hand. Never mind. Or stew. Oh, there goes my theory about that being the new dagger. Man, even the flames look good. That's so cool.
よくもやってくれたな。全員殺してやる。
You have stealth too? What is this? Ah!
まだまだ。
It just walks away while turning his stealth back on. Oh, that's so cold, man.
どうにか倒せたか。
Oh,
ほどほどにしろ。
absolutely
先が心配だな。
just a simpleton. Even Egress is like, no, dude, I'm gonna walk this way. I love the shadows actually have some personality to them. Overall, I thought this fight was gonna be longer, if I'm being perfectly honest. But he's got some good upgrades from it, so real no complaints there.
その
He didn't get any runestone or like ability to upgrade.
ベック社長。
パクハンター、ゴハンター、ともかく無事でよかった。他のハンターたちは。ソンハンター。私の読み通りだ。
I think at this point he's kind of exceeded the quota of coinky dinks or crazy events that he's been involved with,
消えた。
both pre and post
キムハン
reawakening.
ターは。
いい
戻ってきたのは下級ハンターだけ。一体中で何が。
帰ろう。家まで送る。
はい。
お待ちください。少しお聞きしたいことがあ
I
り
hate
ま
that
す。
people always like grab him.
今日
So
はもう
weird.
疲れました。話ならギルドの方に聞いてください。
これは頼みじゃない。命令、あるいは脅迫。我々は今回、6名ものギルド員が行方不明なのです。責任者としていくつかお話を聞かねばなりません。
そうかもしれませんが、残りの2人を助けたのは俺です。
Mm.
責任者なら先に礼を言うべきじゃないんですか。
It's not wrong.
失礼しました。おっしゃる通りですね。
ボスを倒した後、急に不機嫌になってしまったんです。
おそらく疲労がピークに達したんだと思います。悪い人ではありません。
Yeah, it's probably because he couldn't res the main ice
何
elf.
としても彼を我々のギルドに連れてきてください。
Hopefully, he at least could get some of the other ones. And surely we run
こっ
into
ち
the
ではまだ
brother.
1日も過ぎてなか
Probably
っ
gonna be
た。
how we end the episode.
結局めぼしい報酬はこれだ
Oh,
け
he
だ
did
った
get the.
か。
I thought he broke it.
あいつは能力値に差がありすぎたせいか。3回で抽出できなかった。これで3回目。
Three separate times you've had to kill somebody, I guess. I mean, granted, there's been groups in each of those, like 2 others, but I guess 3 separate instances where people PvP
そ
situation
の
came up.
格好で来たのか。
はい。さあ行きましょう。
God, he's such a
まあ
fool.
いいや。
I love him
途中
though.
で一人ピックアップするから
Our little kind-hearted Jinho. So for episode 2, not too shabby. Obviously, we got a lot more fighting in this one compared to the other one. I think the ice elves themselves were a really cool concept. Obviously, the voice acting behind them. Although I guess we didn't get a whole bunch of lines, was still pretty cool. Again, like the laughter was crazy. The kind of like the creepy just way they moved about things and interacted with the humans for the few instances that we saw was well done. And then of course the main ice elf talking. It's kind of cool that we can see some of the monsters or like intelligent beings being able to converse, which also led us to have the insight that the system is essentially a translator as well for Jinmu. So I'm sure that'll come into play later whenever we engage with any other monster. And maybe there can be a little bit back and forth, whether it be like trade or give and take. I know obviously like the ice elf here was pretty much like, hey, just give me the humans and call it good. And of course the main fight between Jinmu, Igris, and Iron as our new shadow was a pretty cool main threat to Barca. And I keep saying main ice elf. Technically, I think the translation that I was looking at was Barca, B-A-R-C-A. But I want to say in the webtoon it's Baruka, like B-A-R-U-K-A, if I recall correctly. So I'll just call him Barca for the sake of the anime translation. Maybe they did it on purpose, or maybe this is just a bad translation, but it's still cool to see the tag team effort there. And then, of course, the unfortunate part of the reward is that he did get the new dagger. Even though I thought he had broken it, maybe it's just the effects when they clashed that looked like it broke, but really it's like more of a like a spark or like impact type of effect. And then obviously the downside is that he was unable to raise his body and have it become part of his army. Granted, that probably would have been a little overpowered at this point in the story if you have Igris, Iron, and now Barca as a part of your, well, not even triple threat at that point, but just the 4-man team. And of course the shadows themselves. An interesting side note too is that we did get obviously a PvP kill here where Jinwoo was able to kill the other A ranker and essentially summon him and then have him become Iron. So like he said, that's 3 different instances where he's had to essentially kill a group of people or a person. Granted, this one's a little bit different because he didn't actually have to, like the system wasn't demanding it of him. It was more so he saw an opportunity, I guess, and just kind of took it. Otherwise, it would have been annoying to kind of fight on 2 fronts there. Even after the second instance of killing a person, you could kind of see his mental change and just like becoming desensitized to it. And this time, it didn't even seem to phase him at all. So again, that's another subtle difference between the previous one. But speaking about Iron, obviously we see some personality. Well, he's pretty simple. So with that said, we can see his simple personality be put into play. And even Igris and the other shadows like, listen, bro, You're a little too simple for us. Like, we're just gonna chill, you do your thing, we'll leave you over here with your toys. Don't worry about it. Which was a beautiful addition to just the overall Shadow's personality too. I would have thought we ended the episode with the brother sitting outside the gate or just like somewhere in the vicinity waiting for the gate to close. I guess we'll have that encounter probably with episode 3 or probably 4 somewhere in season 2, and if that doesn't happen earlier, maybe once Jinwoo and his army get a little bit stronger, just to I guess like effectively fend him off or potentially like just cancel each other out. If you made it this far, hopefully you enjoyed the discussion as well as the reaction. And if you did, then giving the video a like will help the channel grow. And if you want to stay up to date with any videos I post, subscribing is the best way to do so. Appreciate you.